This Zelda game doesn't exist. Nintendo didn't make it. I typed 12 words into Google's new AI, and 60 seconds later, I was paragliding through Hyrule. No coding, no game engine, no 3D modeling skills, just words. Google just publicly released something called Project Genie, and it might be the most significant step toward anyone, literally anyone, being able to create interactive worlds. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this technology works, why Google thinks it's the future of AI, and what this means for the future of game creation. Because here's the thing, this isn't about playing games, it's about making them, and the barrier to entry just dropped to zero. So let me walk you through exactly what Google announced. I'm Pek Pongpat's digital avatar, CEO of Impeccable. While Pek and his team turn AI into real products and real leverage, I cut through the hype to show how AI moves the needle for your business. Impeccable helps large, small business and enterprises design and deploy AI that drives revenue. Subscribe. Pek reads every comment. Project Genie is now available to Google AI Ultra subscribers in the US. That's their $249.99 a month tier. It's built on something they've been developing for years through DeepMind called Genie 3, a world model that can generate interactive 3D environments from nothing but text or images. Google breaks it down into 3 capabilities. First, world sketching. You describe an environment, underwater temple with coral and ancient ruins, and it generates a starting point. You can preview it, tweak it, adjust the camera perspective before you even jump in. Second, world exploration. This is the wild part. As you move through the world, the AI generates what's ahead of you in real time. It's not a pre-built level. It's creating the path as you walk it. Third, world remixing. You can take existing worlds, either ones you made or curated examples from Google, and build on top of them. Change the prompt, shift the style, create variations. But here's what caught my attention in Google's announcement. They used a specific phrase that tells you everything about what they're actually building toward. In their official blog post, Google wrote, "Our mission is to build AI responsibly to benefit humanity." Okay, that's corporate speak. But then they said this: building AGI requires systems that navigate the diversity of the real world. Artificial general intelligence, the holy grail of AI research. And Google is saying that Project Genie, this playable world generator, is part of that mission. Here's why that makes sense. To build AI that truly understands reality, you need AI that can simulate reality, not just describe it, not just generate images of it, actually model how things work. When you jump in Project Genie, the AI has to understand gravity. When you walk forward, it has to understand spatial relationships. When you interact with objects, it has to predict cause and effect. Google's blog puts it this way: a world model simulates the dynamics of an environment, predicting how they evolve and how actions affect them. This is the same fundamental technology that could eventually power robots navigating your home, self-driving cars predicting traffic, or AI assistants that actually understand the physical world. But here's where it gets exciting for anyone who's ever wanted to create something, because Google didn't keep this locked in a research lab. They put it in the hands of regular people, and that decision changes everything. Let me paint a picture for you. Right now, if you want to create a video game, you need to learn Unity or Unreal Engine. That's months of tutorials. You need to understand 3D modeling or pay someone who does. You need programming knowledge, or at least visual scripting. You need art skills or an asset budget. The barrier to entry is massive. That's why most game ideas never become games. They stay in notebooks, in imagination, in someday when I have time to learn. Project Genie reduces that barrier to describe what you want. You want a medieval castle on a cliff? Type it. You want to explore that castle as a knight on horseback? Add that to the character prompt. First person view, third person, walking, flying, driving, you choose. No code required. Google even integrated their image generation tool, Nano Banana Pro, directly into the workflow. So you can generate a preview image, tweak it until it looks right, then transform it into an explorable world. Think about what this means for creative people who aren't programmers, writers who want to visualize their fictional worlds, directors storyboarding scenes by actually walking through them, educators creating interactive historical environments, artists bringing concept art to life. Now, and I want to be clear about this, Project Genie has limitations. Worlds are currently capped at 60 seconds. Some features from the Genie 3 research model, like promptable events that change the world as you explore, aren't available yet. Google explicitly calls this an experimental research prototype, but that's exactly why they released it publicly. From their blog, they want to better understand how people will use world models in many areas of both AI research and generative media. Google is essentially crowdsourcing the future of this technology, and that brings us to the most interesting question. What does this actually mean for you watching this? If you're a game developer, this isn't replacing you. Complex game design, mechanics, narrative, balance, multiplayer systems requires human creativity and expertise, but rapid prototyping just got radically easier. Visualizing a concept before committing to full development, that's now a conversation with AI. If you're a creator who's not a developer, the door just cracked open. You don't need to wait until you learn Unity. You don't need a technical co-founder. You can start exploring your ideas today, literally if you have a Google AI Ultra subscription. If this kind of AI breakdown is valuable to you, subscribe. I cover the developments that actually matter, not hype, not fear-mongering, just clear explanations of what's changing and why it matters. Here's my question for you. If you could generate any interactive world right now, what would you create? A scene from your favorite book? A historical moment you could walk through? Your dream game idea? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what people would build when the barrier is just words.